That my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boy stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we went on the ride nobody with, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yani had to buy, Yani had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grrr,
trust, me taking no loss. We be the hottest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust. Big dog, my leash. Where's the love in the streets? Pour my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when me ready, me hit it heavy. I zoom out the pride of my people already. Them I see Ellie. Me, I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful that people they hear me. Tribe of Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A running cut team, but on my pockets, me knew my DNA. Baby for lunch, but call me a star before BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them no get the same. Me and them no get the same. Boy, that they gon' know the name is. They say I move like I'm nameless. Cause I only go for the money bags. And I don't really wanna be famous. You know what's up. You know what's up. You pretend, living a lie. You know me gang. You know what's up.
Crazy, we going crazy. We at the top and we never gon' stop. Hop in a ghost, I'ma get swayzy. I just got off of the jet and I cry. My I win in a Humvee, I lie. I be on go cause I come from the shot. I'm shooting back, I ain't ducking no shots. Got power like Samson, I cut off the locks. Chirac, Timmer, in the cut like I'm Fredo Santana. Buju Banton, I hop in the Bama, the world is mine. I'm Tony Montana, I'm Pelican Fly. Diamonds on me cause I'm rapping a rock. I'ma go hard, I ain't killing them soft. I'm up in the hills, I feel like I'm Lauren, you ready or not? I like who got businesses, I'm CEO of mine. 1980 Prezi Rollie, we been working overtime. The witness, the police, the pigs, I don't eat swine. Son of Jacob, this biblical, my flow, the holy God. Save money ground up in the gutter where they found us. Stones in the faint mouth rush. More vacays, more bucks, more race, more foreign trucks, more on a tour bus, more pour cup. Toast to the winners, throw it up.
Juicy, where the drums at?
Downstairs. You mean? Girl, I told you I'd be ready. You always got excuses and you know I be on top of things. Punctual my proper name. On the dot is not your aim. Although we in love, we are not the same. I hit you on that celly. You said you needed 5, that was more than 12 ago. Claim you got your hands tied, time stuck like Velcro. Georgia Peach on east side like it's ATL. You lacking, you tripping, you slacking, impatient, be waiting, confused like what happened. How you get attitude cause I'm getting mad, cause you wanna take 20 minutes and a half. And on top of that, I gotta get gas out of the freeway, picked up traffic. What the is you doing? We gotta dip. Cardi, yeah. Watch your tick. Waiting for that last minute for your hell. Now stop playing games, good, and bring your downstairs. Come on, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Cause you know that time that you wasting, like time that you wasting, like time that you wasting on my time. Come on, girl, let's go. Come on, girl, let's go. Cause you know that time that you wasting, like time that you wasting, like time that you wasting on my time. Took me 20 to get ready, yo. Shower moisturizer and the fit I had on yesterday. Uniform necessities, multiples of everything. Now your neighbor wanna come and speak to me like Hit her with a few fake laughs. She talking my ear off. In sympathy, I laugh. I care about one thing. What a at. Anyway, gotta pay a little more. If we late to the jet, got a jet, cause the boat we got 8 and we got some fur on the upper deck in the orchestra. Don't play it. Score for every Ablo project. You ain't scared to change, cause it's ain't coming out your pockets. My fruity and slip. I'm rude a little bit. Don't be acting so appalled. All y'all girl, let it put so much into tonight.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Miami Dolphins and the Dallas Cowboys. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. From the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, he'll hand this off. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. There's Wilson to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. He's got the first down and more. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving the guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
There for the tackle was Trent McDuffie. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. They go play action now. Wilson. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tyreek Hill. He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Dolphins get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The Cowboys at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. They've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking to go 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Touchdown, Cowboys! Mark Andrews, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. They're going to try and run. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing on 2nd down, Wilson. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And I tell you from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we had the best view, a bird's-eye view of that throw, and it was an absolute thing of beauty to watch. Never ceases to amaze me, the arm strength of these guys.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. A great play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are once again back in front. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. On play action, Prescott. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Prescott now. Wilson's got it complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. And they'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Play action now, Prescott. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. picked off by Noah Igbenogany. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
In motion, Hill. Play action. It's Wilson. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Fourth down. Here's Wilson. And he gives himself up, but not before he gets the conversion. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Here we go. 3, 2, 18, chopper.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Hands it off out of the gun. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And the Dolphins are going to have what looks to be a first and goal as he'll take this down to the 10-yard line. There's Wilson. That's caught at the 2. A gain of 9 there. Sets up second and goal. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? Wilson on the keeper, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Zach Wilson, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes it 21-8. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Oh, they'll let Andrews try to run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Mark Andrews in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far in the score. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Caught, it's Wilson. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Mark Andrews, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. And he is into the end zone to give him a 2-point lead. Could have been up 1 with a point after, but they go for 2. It worked.
It almost seems like they're trying to set an identity, doesn't it? We're going to be one of those teams that every time we get a chance to put extra points on the board, we will. Because really it's minimal in difference, right? Whether you have 1 or 2, the field goal can still get you.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, the running crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
That is caught by Lamb. Touchdown! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Oh, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
On third down, Wilson. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. Could have been his second, but instead it's fourth down. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
A second down throw for Prescott. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
That's good for the Cowboys. 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
A first down throw for Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a fourth.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 17. Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And this one is incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Prescott on 3rd and 2. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out of the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what...
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. The guard out. And the lead is now 24. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
And intercepted. Wilson's third of the game. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation points, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Prescott on first down. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Yeah, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Take it in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Prescott to throw on fourth. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. He will have the conversion and more than that. 20! Touchdown, Cowboys! Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Say, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Well, trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on third down, Wilson. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Now Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson. Open man is Waddle, complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, and who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson, he lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins get a bit closer.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his second touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's starting to look like that 3-game losing streak is going to be a thing of the past here. Coming up 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Prescott here to throw. This one finds Wilson downfield. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. That's complete right around the 8. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Prescott yet again. This is caught. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose.